Sunshines, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to step out of my unboxing world and try a little bit different video for you. I'm going to review some makeup. So I do a lot of unboxings, and invariably, if it's an unboxing or a haul, you guys will ask me to review a certain product. And because I'm not really a professional, I haven't ever really stepped into that world, but because I'm getting more and more requests for them, I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna try it. I got that $200 hair dryer on clearance for $50. You guys wanted to know about that. In my most recent video, my FabFitFun, you all wanted to know about the silicone makeup applicator. When I hauled this particular makeup that I was wanting to try, you all wanted to know about it. So I'm going to do a couple reviews this month, and you'll have to let me know what you think. Definitely just let me know if it's not your thing positively in the comments. There's definitely a way to say this isn't my favorite type of video that you do. Totally get it. And if you do like it, also let me know so that I know to do more. Anyway, so I had heard in the fall that Burt's Bees was coming out with an extended line of makeup. Typically, you know, they had baby care, which I have been using Burt's Bees products since my kids were babies. I love their diaper rash cream. I love their rescue ointment. It's like for cuts and things, man, it clears up anything. If you just get a cut or a burn on your hand, it really just heals it quickly. I use the hands cream. I love this honey and grapeseed hand cream. It's wonderful, and it makes your hands smell amazing. I've used the lip balms for years. I have one in my nightstand, one in my car, one in my purse. You know, I have them everywhere. So I have been a Burt's Bees fan for years and years. But I was super excited when I heard that they were coming out with an extended line of makeup. Number one, because we're trying to work toward more natural products within our home. And number two, I just love Burt's Bees and wanted to try it. But when I was going out, I wasn't actively looking for it, but if I was in Target, I would look, and they only had like the normal like lipsticks. When I went into a drugstore, I couldn't find it. I did find it on Amazon, but I was like, I kind of want to touch it and look at it first. For some reason, the first time I just wanted to see it. And so I didn't pull the trigger on it. Well, fast forward to December 21st, 4 days before Christmas, I was buying my last Christmas present. I just needed to run in for a gift card. And I mean, our budget was tight. No more spending. We were done 4 days before Christmas. And I was like, I'm just gonna like zip past the Flower Beauty products because I keep hearing about Flower Beauty and I haven't ever tried it. So I just wanted to kind of look. And as I was done looking, I turned around, and there in all its glory in the middle of Walmart was the Burt's Bees makeup line. I could not believe it. So even though my budget was tight and I really didn't have a lot of extra money to spend, I picked up a couple of the makeup pieces and I showed them to you in January, and a lot of you asked about them. So I got this Burt's Bees Goodness Glows liquid makeup. Now this is a fuller coverage. I think they do consider it full coverage makeup. A little bit goes a long way. I've used this for about 6 weeks and only used about this much. It doesn't take much at all. The first thing that I noticed about it is it's almost too light for my skin. My entire life, I have been the absolute lightest color in any product range, whether it be ivory or porcelain or bisque or whatever that company called it. I just go to the lightest color. But when I started putting this on, I realized, like, if I go out in the sun and for a walk or work in the yard and pull weeds or anything and get a tiny bit of color, it's going to be too light for me. Now my daughter, I'm sorry, I have something in my eye. Yeah, so my daughter, though, I have a little bit more warm tones in my skin. She is a little bit cooler, and it's impossible to find foundation for her. The only thing we've been able to find, and we have been color matched at Sephora for her, was the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation in the lightest color. And I think she is not alone, because that foundation, that color, is almost always sold out. So I think a lot of people have that problem. It was a perfect match for her. I couldn't believe it. And it's $17. So this is a little pricey for a drugstore foundation, but in looking at comparing it to the Kat Von D for 30 something dollars, this is definitely the way to go for her. And it is 98.9% natural. So it's better for her skin. Now, the first thing that I also noticed when I started putting it on is that it kind of was sitting on top of my skin. Now, for years and years, I have not liked foundation up until about a year ago. I would even talk to makeup artists at Ulta, at Sephora, at Clinique, because I had this, like, it's not really dry. It just is this weird, it almost looks like it's pulling. So maybe it is a dry patch, but it's not, it doesn't feel dry. But my makeup would just sort of highlight that area, and I just hated it. You could see it almost sitting on top of your skin. When I started using serums, that problem absolutely went away. So I'd put a serum on before I put my makeup on, solve the problem immediately. With this foundation, it did not do that, and I was a little bit interested in that. I tried it with a damp beauty blender. I put it on with my hands. I put it on with my a makeup brush. It did it no matter what I tried. It really just highlighted that section of my skin. It felt like it was sitting on top of my skin. I have it on right now. I think it's really pretty on camera. You know, I need a haircut. My hair is like so thick right now. It's crazy. Anyway, but if I would go back a few hours later, I do feel like it would absorb into my skin a little bit better, but it never fully felt like, it didn't look like it was just sitting on top of my skin. So I was really, really disappointed. Like I said, I've tried it for 6 weeks. I've tried it in a lot of different ways. I've put facial oils on before I've put it on, serums, different lotions. I've tried everything because the fact that it was 98.9% natural just really appealed to me, but I just don't love it. And the fact that Emma does, I'm going to pass it on to her, and I probably won't buy it again unless they update it. The second thing that I bought that day was actually the Nourishing mascara. Now, I was kind of in a hurry and just grabbed this. I don't know if they had a waterproof one, but this was really expensive for a drugstore mascara. It was $17. Crazy town. And I have to say, it's 100% natural, which I love, but I don't like it. I don't really like it. The brush is really spiky and not very flexible. It's just weird. The formulation is very dry, even coming out of the package when it was brand new. It just felt very, very dry, and it would sort of fleck down onto my face as I would put it on. It wouldn't, if I would brush it away from my face, it wouldn't make like a black streak. It was easy to kind of brush off, but it would do that occasionally, not every time, but I did notice it flecking. I did have some transfer onto my eyelids after I first put it on. I do have that trouble because I have hooded eyelids anyway, unless it's a waterproof mascara. After it dried, it was fine. It lasted the whole day, and I really liked it, but it was hard to build up. You have to use 3 coats probably to get it where you want to get it. And so honestly, if this was the only mascara I could use for the rest of my life, I definitely could make it work. But honestly, for the price and for how much work I have to use to make it get to where I want it to be, I just really don't love it. So I'm gonna pass on that too. What I will tell you that I like from their makeup line, I didn't get their eyeliner, but if you've seen, these have been actually around for a while. They aren't new. They're their Burt's Bees lipsticks. They are super creamy. They feel nourishing on your lips. They're easy to wear. They are not the longest lasting. I will be the first to admit that. That doesn't really bother me. I actually have several colors. I have one that usually lives in my car, one that lives in my purse, and one that lives sort of in my makeup bag. So I always have these colors. And I have to say, whatever color I've ever picked, I'll just pick sort of a neutral color, I've loved. My stepmom was visiting me a couple weeks before Christmas, and she's like, oh, I forgot my lipstick. And I had one in the car, which I told you that I do. I handed it to her, and she's like, this is the prettiest color. And then another day, I gave her another color to try for my purse, and she's like, this one looks really good too. So I stuck one in one of her Christmas gifts, and I gave my mom one in her stocking, and she's like, I really like this color. So I have to say, from 3 different women, I just picked out colors that I thought would look good on them. They looked amazing, and then picked colors for myself. So what I'm wearing right now is Lily Lake. It's really pretty. It's showing lighter on camera. I feel like it's really dark. Right now it's raining here, and the lights are probably washing it out. But it's a really pretty pink color, so I like this one. Another one that I like is called Rose Falls, and then my favorite one is called Suede Splash, and I actually have 2 of these. You can tell I've been really using it. It's sort of a brownie tone, but it's really pretty. So if you're looking just to try a new shade of lipstick, these are amazing, and they're pretty inexpensive. You can get them pretty much anywhere, Ulta, Target, any of the drugstores. So out of the Burt's Bees makeup, that is something that I would definitely try. Like I said, I haven't tried the eyeliner. I don't know, based on what I've tried of the makeup and not liked, if I want to go and try anything else. But again, if the formula were changed, I may go for it again. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.